Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this broadcast of NewarkPilots.tv on NewarkPilots.tv of Newark Pilots Baseball as the Newark Pilots take on the Adirondack Trailblazers. Sorry about the late start here today as the Trailblazers left a little late. So we are on their way here a little bit late. It'll be around 6:05 for our first pitch. I am Tim Watson, your play-by-play broadcaster, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes for first pitch. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome back to the broadcast. Sorry about that again as we had a little bit of a delay. And on the mound for your Pilots today will be from Lyons, New York, Kyle Evans. Evans pitched yesterday, throwing 2 scoreless innings in relief, getting his first win, and a day later he'll get his first start, trying to go for back-to-back wins on back-to-back days. And due to the late start, we'll give you the Newark starting lineup right now. Leading off playing third base will be David Bermudez. Hitting second playing second base will be Bailey Jimenez. In the 3 spot playing right field will be Alan Murphy. Hitting cleanup will be Tate Ballestero, and he'll be behind the dish for Evans today. In the 5 spot will be Sean Hillis playing first base. Hitting 6th will be Jamie Rabel, the DH. Hitting 7th will be Brian Rivera, the shortstop. Hitting 8th will be Cameron Rawls, the center fielder. And making his Pilots starting debut today will be the left fielder from Lyons, New York, Hunter Bastian. Bastian played in a few innings in a loss against Geneva where he played some second base. Today he'll be making his first start in the outfield since Little League. So a little bit of trivia there as he tries to remember how to do it. And leading off for the Trailblazers here will be Andy Hague, the shortstop. So Evans takes the mound, takes a deep breath, steps on. His first pitch will be a ball outside here at 5:58 p.m. on this beautiful Sunday afternoon, just about nighttime. The 1-0 pitch will be in there for a strike. It'll be 1-1. That pitch swung on, hit to Bermudez. He'll glove it off a knee. He'll stand, picked by Hillis for out number 1 to start Kyle's start. So with 1 out, that'll bring up the center fielder, Chris Rotondo. Rotondo on the year is hitting a 350, so definitely can hit well, hitting above 300. He's 35 for 100 with 6 home runs on the year, so he is a power threat. First pitch will be taken for a strike. Evans will get ahead, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch will miss. It'll be a ball and a strike, so we'll have ones across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out here in the top of the first. The 1-1 pitch swung on, hit a mile high into the sky. Back is Reynolds. Reynolds finds it. He'll make the play for out number 2. So with 2 down, that'll bring up Kevin Fair. Fair DHing today. Usually spends a lot of his time in the outfield when he comes to Colburn. First pitch to him will be a ball. Fair on the year, hitting 396, so a very good average. Swings at that one and fouls it off. It'll be 1-1. Yesterday at Watertown, he went 2 for 4 with a double and 3 RBIs. The 1-1 pitch will be a strike. Evans will be ahead 1-2. Haven't seen a pitcher like Evans here in a while, and by that I mean a quick worker. He gets the ball back and likes to get right back into things. The 1-2 pitch fouled off. He stays ahead 1-2. The 1-2 pitch swung on, hit to Bermudez. He'll glove it. A 1-2-3 first inning for Kyle Evans. We head to the bottom of the first in a 0-0 ball game. Leading off for your Pilots here in the bottom of the first inning will be the third baseman, number 8, David Bermudez. This will be Bermudez's last game here as his college program starts a little early, so he'll be heading back after the game tonight. So we'll see what he can do here. First pitch to him, swung on, hit hard and foul. He falls behind 0-1. That's 5 starting pitchers who have been lefties that we've seen in a row. Ball in the dirt. It'll be 1-1. This lefty is Jason Hebner. Get you some stats about him in just a moment. The 1-1 pitch to Bermudez will miss high. It'll be 2 balls and 1 strike. Hebner on the year is 1-2 with an 8.05 ERA. As Bermudez hits that one into deep center field, the center fielder runs over to almost right field and makes the play for out number 1. As I was saying, he is 1-2 on the year with an 8.05 ERA. Pitched in 10 games, started 3 of those. He has 19 innings with 17 strikeouts, 13 walks, and 23 hits. So with 1 out now, that'll bring up the second baseman, Bailey Jamanis. First pitch to Jamanis will hit back where it was thrown. Shortstop comes over, makes a great play on the run for out number 2 here in the bottom half of the first. So with 2 down, that'll bring up the right fielder, number 5, Alan Murphy. Murphy will look to get something going for your Pilots here with 2 outs in the first. That pitch swung on, hit up the middle. The Pilots have their first hit of the night, and it will be the first hit of the ball game.
Now the catcher from Morristown, New Jersey, number 26, Tate Ballestero.
So with 2 down and Murphy standing on second, that will bring up the switch hitting catcher, Tate Ballestero. So Ballestero starting back-to-back days behind the dish. A little wear and tear on his knees. But he will see an off day tomorrow. First pitch to Ballestero tonight from Hebner will be a ball. He'll get ahead 1-0. The 1-0 pitch will be swung on, hit into left, sending the left fielder back on the track. He will make the play. The inning will be over. We'll head to the second inning in a 0-0 ball game, but Murphy did add the Pilots' first hit of the game. Welcome back here to Colburn Park in the second inning, as the first pitch from Evans will be a ball. He'll fall behind 1-0. The 1-0 pitch will miss outside. It'll be 2-0. Here to Cole Simpson, the left fielder. The 2-0 pitch swung on and bounced Germanis' way. Takes a bad hop. We'll see how they score it. They're going to give him a base hit for the hop, so Germanis will not see an error. So that'll bring up the catcher number 30, Conor Hamilton. Hamilton on the year is hitting a .273, 24 for 88. In the win against Watertown, he went 0 for 5 and saw his average drop from a .289 to a .273. So Evans will work from the stretch here with a runner on first, his first base runner of the night. The first pitch will miss. He'll fall behind 1-0. So a throw over by Evans, and back in easily is Simpson. The 2-0 from Evans will be swung on, hit to Rivera. He'll go to Germanis. Germanis will throw to Hillis. A throw will be just late. It'll be out number 1 in the inning, though.
Now back, the third baseman, number 51, Vincent Samini.
That's going to bring up the third baseman, number 51, Vincent Samini. Samini on the year is hitting a .295. A soon-to-be freshman at Boston College. He's 33 for 112. In the game against Watertown, he went 2 for 5. Another throw over by Evans. That pitch will miss outside. It'll be a ball and no strikes. It'll be a 1-1 count now on the taken strike there by Samini. So it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. The 1-1 will be a strike. It'll be 1-2. The 1-2 pitch from Evans will be just outside. Evans visibly frustrated out there on that call. It'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. That pitch swung on, hit foul toward the Trailblazers bullpen. The 2-2 pitch swung on, fouled off by Samini as he was off balance there. Evans changes the time it takes to deliver home there to deceive the hitter. Takes a deep breath, comes set, he delivers home. The 2-2 swung on, popped up. Reynolds comes in, calls for the ball. He'll make the play, and there are 2 down here in the second inning.
Now back, the first baseman, number 36, Alec Burns.
So with 2 outs, that'll bring up the first baseman, Alec Burns. Burns on the year on the hit and run there. Bastion bounces it off his leg out there and left. The run will come in. Your Pilots trail 1-0. So it'll be a single and an error there with 2 outs.
Now back, the right fielder, number 55, Jarrett Hall.
So with 2 outs, that'll bring up Jarrett Hall, the right fielder. So Evans will look to get out of this now with a runner on second without any more damage being done. First pitch called a ball. He falls behind 1-0. Hall on the year hitting a .321. A 2-0 from Evans now as he is shaken after the error in left field by Bastion. The 2-0 pitch swung on, hit Bastion's way again. He plays it off the bounce, makes the play, throws it in. The runners stay at the corners. So runners on the corners now as Bermudez tries to give him a vote of confidence. And that'll bring up the center fielder, the second baseman, Randy Florez. Sorry about that. First pitch to him will be taken for a ball, 1-0. Florez on the year hitting a .218 from the left side of the batter's box. That pitch swung on, hit in the air. Reynolds will find it. He will make the play. We head to the bottom of the second as your Pilots now trail 1-0. Leading off for your Pilots here will be the first baseman, number 10, Sean Hillis. First pitch to him will be a strike. So talk to him before the game and asked him, before you've been playing for the Pilots, when was the last time you played a full game at first base? He told me since he was about 14, he hasn't played a full game at first base. In high school, he was transformed into just a catcher, playing a few games at first here. As he swings and fouls that one off, it'll be 0-2. The 0-2 pitch to Hillis will come not before he calls for time, as Hebner was shaking off the catcher a lot there. That pitch will be taken. It'll be 1-2. The 1-2 pitch will be called strike 3 as Hillis did not agree. He walks back and points to about where it was. And that'll bring up the DH number 1, Jamie Rabel. Rabel made a few good plays yesterday playing shortstop. Had 5 putouts in that game. Had just 5 in just the 5th inning of the game. As he thinks about a bunt there, pulls it back on a pitch near his head that breaks back. But it will be a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch will be called a strike. It'll be 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out here. The 1-1 pitch will be inside. It'll be 2-1. The 2-1 will miss. Rabel gets ahead 3-1. The 3-1 pitch swung on, hit into center right field. It's going to drop for at least a double with Rabel's speed, and he will be in at second standing with a stand-up 1-out double here in the bottom of the second. That'll bring up Brian Rivera, the shortstop.
The shortstop from Greece, New York, number 4, Brian Rivera.
They're going to say Rivera did not go there. Gets a little help from the field ump. Gets ahead 1-0. Taps on the bat. Steps back in. Rivera, a late joiner to this Pilots team, has a lot of potential at the dish and in the field. Quick hands in both areas. So the 1-0 pitch will be a strike. It'll be 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. The 1-1 pitch will miss. It'll be 2 balls, 1 strike. Rabel tries to take third, and he's going to get there around the tag. A magician move over there to get around the tag. So the throw and the tag had him out, but he is elusive and gets around the tag. So the tying run now stands at third with 1 out as Rivera awaits the 2-1 pitch. 2-1, swung on and missed. It'll be 2-2 as Rivera looks at his bat there in frustration. The 2-2 pitch swung on, fouled off. It'll be 2-2 here again. That pitch swung on, hit into the left field. Rivera has tied the ball game for your Pilots, and that'll bring up Cameron Reynolds, the center fielder. So good piece of hitting there.
Now then, the center fielder from Cherryville, North Carolina, number 11, Cameron Reynolds.
So with 1 out, Reynolds steps up with Rivera on first as the Pilots have now tied the ball game. First pitch to Reynolds will be outside for a ball. He'll get ahead 1-0. That pitch swung on, popped up. The catcher will be over. The first baseman will be over. A lack of communication will lead to that ball dropping, and Reynolds gets a second life. It'll be 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. The 1-1 pitch will miss. It'll be 2 balls and 1 strike with 1 out here to Reynolds. with Rivera standing on first. Reynolds awaits the 2-1 pitch. It will be swung on, hit back up the middle. Back-to-back singles. Runners on second and first now for the Lions New York native Hunter Bastion, getting his first start here at Colburn and his first at-bat at Colburn. So Bastion will step up to the dish here with runners on second and first now. Made a costly error in the top half of this inning that allowed a run to score. A hit and run will be on as Bastion swings through it. They're going to say Rivera didn't get around the tag there, although it did look like he did a swim move trying to avoid it. There are 2 outs now with Reynolds standing on second. Bastion looked way ahead of that first pitch he saw. He'll look to get even here. The 0-1 to him will be a breaking ball. Swung on, fouled off. He'll fall behind 0-2. Reynolds will go to third, and he will be out. The inning will be over as 2 of the outs were off of base running miscues. Evans heads back out to the mound and will be back awaiting the first pitch of the third inning. Leading off for the Trailblazers here will be their leadoff hitter, the shortstop, Andy Hague. Hague is 0 for 1 on the day with a fly out to Reynolds. So Evans gets ready to go back to work, goes through the windup. The first pitch will be a breaking ball strike. He'll get ahead 0-1. The 0-1 pitch swung on, hit into center field. Reynolds will play it off the bounce. He'll knock it down. So a leadoff single will bring up Chris Rotondo here as Evans is looking to get his first out of the inning. First pitch to him will miss. Rotondo will get ahead 1-0. The 1-0 pitch will be a fake run. Ballesteros' snap throw to first will not be in time. Diving back in safely is Hague. It'll be 1-1 from Evans now. They're going to say he balked there, so the runner will go to second. The 1-1 now with a runner on second will be a ball, 2-1, as Evans looks frustrated. The 2-1 pitch will miss in the dirt. It'll be 3-1. The 3-1 from Evans will miss outside. It'll be a walk, and runners will be on second and first for Kevin Ferrer. Evans takes a look at second. His first pitch to Ferrer will be a ball very outside. He'll fall behind 1-0. The 1-0 pitch will be a strike. It'll be 1-1. That pitch swung on, popped up out of play. It'll be 1-2. The 1-2 pitch from Evans swung on, hit to Bermudez. He gloves it. Throw to second. Gimenez's throw to first, and it will be a double play, and there are 2 outs now and a runner on third. So that's going to bring up the left fielder, number 67, Cole Simpson. And to begin his Pilot's career, you can't say enough how well Evans has been when he has runners on base and in scoring position. The first pitch to Simpson will be swung on and missed. A great pitch there from Evans as he gets ahead 0-1. The 0-1 will miss. It'll be 1-1 as Evans thought that one was there, but it's called ball 1. The 1-1 pitch swung on and missed. It's 1-2. The 1-2 from Evans will be a ball. It'll be 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the top of the third in a 1-1 ball game. Two pitch swung on and missed. Ballestero will have to tag him. Inning over. We head to the bottom of the third in a 1-1 ball game. Leading off for your Pilots here in the bottom of the third inning will be the left fielder, Hunter Bastion. The first pitch to him will miss outside. He'll get ahead 1-0. The 1-0 pitch swung on, hit lightly to the shortstop. He will dig, and he will be out by a step and a half for out number one here in the bottom of the third.
Now batting, the third baseman from East Brunswick, New Jersey, number 8, David Bermudez.
So with one down now, that'll bring up the third baseman, number 8, David Bermudez. First pitch to him will be a ball. He'll get ahead 1-0. The 1-0 pitch will be a breaking ball called strike one. It'll be 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. The 1-1 pitch swung on and missed. It'll be 1-2. So a big hack there by Bermudez. Two and two to Bermudez now with 1 out. That pitch swung on, driven foul towards the Pilots bullpen. It'll be 2-2 here again. The 2-2 pitch will miss high. It'll be 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out here. So a 3-2-1 on the board. Bermudez awaits the payoff pitch, and it will be a breaking ball swung on, hit into right field and in foul territory. Sprinting over as the right fielder. It will drop around the pitching mound in the Pilots bullpen. That pitch swung on, bounced to the shortstop. So back-to-back plays for the shortstop here. He makes the play once again. So the Pilots are working Hague over there in this inning. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Bailey Jamanis, now with 2 outs here in the bottom of third. First pitch to Jamanis will miss low. He'll get ahead 1-0. The 1-0 pitch will be a strike. It'll be 1-1. The 1-1 pitch will miss. It'll be 2-1. It'll be 2-2 now to Jamanis with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. That pitch swung on, hit back. It'll be out of play, foul. The 2-2 there will miss. It'll be 3-2 to Germanis now. The 3-2 pitch will miss. Germanis will walk after a long at-bat there with 2 outs. That'll bring up the right fielder, Alan Murphy.
Alan Murphy.
That pitch swung on and hit hard foul. Murphy falls behind 0-1. That pitch will hit Murphy. He will walk, and that'll be runners on second and first now with 2 outs for Tate Ballestero. Ballestero in his first at-bat had a long fly out to left field. Will look to make a ball travel a few feet further and clear that Rochester Regional Health sign out there. That pitch will miss, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch will be taken for a strike. It'll be 1-1. Ballestero will step out and step back in. His 1-1 pitch, the 1-1 pitch to him will miss. He'll get ahead 2-1. That pitch will be called strike 2. It'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Pitch looked a little outside. Ballestero was not happy with it, and neither was our stats guy up here. The 2-2 pitch swung on, hit fair, past the third baseman. Germanis will come in to score. Murphy will be sent as well, and your Pilots now have a 2-run lead on a 2-out RBI double for Tate Ballestero, as he tried to do the move that him and Bermudez talked about when he hits a double, but once again he put his hands just a little too high. And that's going to bring up Sean Hillis with 2 outs now and 2 in the inning for your Pilots. The first pitch to Hillis will miss. He'll get ahead 1-0. The 1-0 pitch swung on and swung through. It's a ball and a strike now. Hillis struck out in his first at-bat, so looking to change his fortunes here. The 1-1 swung on, popped up, a blooper to the second baseman. He'll run back. Florez makes the play. We head to the 4th inning, but not before your Pilots score 2 runs and lead 3-1 in the ballgame. Leading off for the Trailblazers here will be the catcher, number 30, Conor Hamilton. Hamilton is 0 for 1 on the day with a fielder's choice, which he did come around to score on. That pitch swung on and missed. Evans gets ahead 0-2. That pitch will miss. It'll be 2-2 from Evans now, as the count has worked back to even. The 2-2 pitch will be a ball outside, 3-2. That pitch swung on, hit Bastion and Reynolds' way. Reynolds will come over and make the play for out number 1 here in the top of the 4th.
Now the third baseman, number 51, Vincent Samini.
That's going to bring up the third baseman, number 51, Vincent Samini. First pitch to Samini will miss. It'll be ball 1. The 1-0 pitch swung on, popped up. Murphy will glove it for out number 2 here in the 4th inning.
Now the first baseman, number 36, Alec Burns.
That'll bring up Alec Burns in his first at bat. He singled and he swings through a breaking ball thrown by Evans there and falls behind 0-1. So the 0-2 from Evans now with 2 outs. Here in the top of the 4th will be swung on, popped up out of play. We'll have an 0-2 here again. The 0-2 pitch will miss. It'll be a ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs now. The 1-2 pitch swung on, bounced to Bermudez. It will go over his head. Rivera will play it. Hillis will stretch. The inning will be over. We'll head to the bottom half of the 4th inning, and your Pilots will look to add on to the lead. Leading off for your Pilots here in the bottom half of the fourth inning will be the DH Jamie Rabel. Rabel will not fake a bunt. He'll pull the bunt back on a ball and get ahead 1-0. The 1-0 pitch will miss. It'll be 2-0. That pitch will be swung at, popped up. The third baseman will make the play in foul territory for out number 1 here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Now the shortstop from Greece, New York, number 4, Brian Rivera.
So with 1 out, that'll bring up Brian Rivera, who hit a single in his first at bat, an RBI single that tied up this ball game. The first pitch will be taken for a strike. He'll fall behind 0-1. That pitch will be blooped into center. It will drop. Rivera is 2 for 2 with 2 singles on the night.
Now the center fielder from Cherryville, North Carolina, number 11, Cameron Reynolds.
The first pitch swung on, hit back up the middle. The second baseman, Florez, will take it himself and throw to first. Inning-ending double play. We'll head to the fifth inning in a 3-1 ball game. Leading off for Adirondack here in the fifth inning will be Jarrett Hall, the right fielder. He is 1 for 1 on the day with a single. That pitch swung on, bounced to Bermudez, takes a weird hop. He gloves it. Strong throw across the diamond, and a pick by Hillis for out number 1. So good picks over there by Hillis today. And then I'll bring up Randy Florez, the second baseman. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a fly out to Cameron Reynolds. First pitch will be a ball, 1-0. That pitch swung on and fouled off. Oh, it'll be 1-1. That pitch swung on. hit to Reynolds. He makes the play for out number 2 here in the inning.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 2, Andy Hague.
That'll bring up Andy Hague with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Hague has seen a lot of work over at shortstop today. He is 1 for 2 on the day with a ground out and a single. First pitch to him will miss from Evans. He'll get ahead 1-0. That pitch is a strike. It'll be 1-1. That pitch swung on and fouled off. It'll be 1-2. That pitch will be strike 3. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning as your Pilots lead 3-1, and Evans is on cruise control right now. Leading off for your Pilots here in the bottom of the 5th inning will be left fielder Hunter Bastion. First pitch he sees, he takes a hack at and fouls it off. Bastion being very aggressive here. Not wasting time seeing many pitches today. The 0-1 pitch will miss. It'll be 1-1. The 1-1 around Hunter's head. He swings. It's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch will miss. It'll be 2-2. The 2-2 to Bastion will be swung on and missed for out number 1 here in the 5th inning.
Now batting, the third baseman from East Brunswick, New Jersey, number 8, David Bermudez.
That'll bring up the third baseman from East Brunswick, New Jersey, David Bermudez. Bermudez will look to get something going for your Pilots here with 1 out. First pitch will be a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch swung on, fouled off the netting, almost at our announcer here. It's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch to Bermudez will be swung on, popped up foul. 0-2 here again. The 0-2 pitch will be taken for strike 3 for out number 2 here in the 5th. And that'll bring up the second baseman from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Bailey Jamanis. The first pitch to him will miss. He'll get ahead 1-0. The 1-0 pitch to Jamanis will be a ball that misses by a lot, 2-0. The 2-0 pitches misses, 3-0. The 3-0 swung on, hit hard and foul. It'll be 3-1. The 3-1 pitch swung on, hit hard at Coach Quinn. He doesn't even flinch. It'll be 3-2. The 3-2 pitch swung on and missed for out number 3. We head to the 6th inning as your Pilots lead 3-1. The 0-1 pitch will be swung on, grounded to Rivera. It will be out number 1 here in the top of the 6th. Sorry that we came back a little late. There's a defensive change. In left field now, it will be Anthony Mashevsky replacing Hunter Bastian, so his day ends 0 for 2 with an error out there in left field. The first pitch to Ferrer will miss, 0-1. It'll be 2-0 now from Evans. It'll be 3-0 now from Evans. The 3-0 pitch will be in there for a strike, 3-1. The 3-1 swung on, hit hard to Rivera. He gloves it. A throw to first and a stretch by Hillis. He came back to the bag after pulling his foot. It'll be out number 2. So with 2 outs now, and hearing now that Kyle Evans is up to 10 straight retired, with 2 outs, that'll bring up Cole Simpson, the left fielder. The 0-1 pitch will be swung on and fouled off. It'll be 0-2. The 0-2 pitch will be looked at for strike 3. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning in a 3-1 ball game. So in just a little bit, I'll be joined by a Pilot player. My former teammate, Hunter Bastian, will be coming up here to talk about his starting debut. So join us back in just a few minutes. All right, so I am here with Hunter Bastian, started in left field today, getting his first start in the PGCBL. My former teammate. Hunter, how you feeling? How did it feel to be out there? If the fans at home, can you hear him? Could someone please reply to make sure that we can hear him in here? What's it feel like to grow from growing up to watching the Pilots to now playing for the Pilots? Leading off for the Pilots here will be Alan Murphy, the right fielder. So the first pitch to Murphy will be swung on for a strike. So Hunter, what has been your most memorable moment since joining this team just a few days ago? What are you taking out of this? Like, what's just like the learning from this?
Facing better pitching, of course. I need to buy a bat and fielding, of course, if I want to play at the collegiate level.
A good play there by the second baseman as Murphy digs that out. So good hustle there. So you would like to try out at your. Let them know you're attending CUCA, correct?
Yes, I'm attending college in the fall of 2019.
So your teammate Anthony Mashevsky, who actually just replaced you, plays there. Has he talked to you about anything at all?
Yeah, he's been great for me. He's been telling me what it's like to be on the team and helping me out with what the campus is like. He also drives a really nice Mustang.
So another kid fresh out of high school, Tate Ballestero up here. Being teammates with him, anything much? Talk to him much?
Well, when I first arrived to the Pilots, he was the first person to reach out to me, and he's pretty funny. He's a great player as well.
So being a former teammate of mine, you're also playing with another one of our former teammates, Kyle Evans, who is actually throwing a masterful performance today. What's it like having somebody you know on this team with you?
It's great. It's just another person to talk to. I also know Dylan Blanchard. He plays in Newark, went to Newark, and he used to go to our school in Hague, so I've been talking to him.
Now batting, the first baseman from Derby, Connecticut, number 10, Sean Phillips.
So Ballestero flies out there. So as you said, you did make that error, but as you also said, you haven't played outfield since Little League, so there is some slack there, and the Pilots are now leading 3-1. So how's it feel seeing the lead now?
It's great. You should really ask Kyle how he feels. He should be throwing a shutout right now.
So most of your time in high school was either at shortstop or pitcher. What's it like going out there in the outfield after not being out there in a while?
It's a lot different. The throws are a lot farther. It's not that big of a deal, but I got to work on reading the fly balls better and grounders, of course.
So just everyday stuff, basically. You just got to work on to get yourself better.
Well, you can always do better. Not perfect.
So a 1-2 to Hillis now, a good pickoff move. Murphy's back in safely. So played 4 or 3 years of varsity baseball.
4 years.
4 years of varsity baseball. Favorite memory of those 4 years?
Jeez, there's a lot.
You don't have to lie just because I wasn't always on the team with you.
Actually, my best memory was right here in the Canal Cup. It's called. We were playing North High School, and I drove in the game-winning runs, and that was just a great memory for me. It was my sophomore year.
Winning the Canal Cup.
It was great. A lot of our fans came out. It was a really rowdy game.
The Canal Cup is from personal experience, it definitely is a different breed of a game. Kind of reminds you more of like a collegiate game, as there are a lot of fans that show out for that.
Now batting, the designator from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, number 1, Jamie Rabel.
How does it feel to have teammates and friends come out here to support you? Being close to home, it has to feel good.
Oh, it's great. I have my family out here. A lot of people of mine showing up to games.
As Hillis was hit by a pitch there, that'll bring up Jamie Rabel. Rabel definitely has the best hair on the team, as you can recognize. Probably the first thing you noticed about him. As he takes a strike there. So today was definitely a learning experience for you. Expecting to see at least one more start here with the Pilots having 3 games left. What do you learn from today after making that miscue out there?
I just got to read the ball better.
Read the ball.
It's a lot different out in the outfield.
Have you talked to Coach Quinn at all? Could you be expecting to see any time in the infield after you did play second base a little bit?
Yeah, I did play second base in Geneva. And I played, an inning or 2 there. I have not spoken to Coach Quinn yet.
So being a late arriver to a ball team, it can kind of get hard to be like friendly or close with the guys, but how have they welcomed you since coming here?
They all give me words of encouragement. They always pick me up when I make a mistake or strike out.
Now batting, the shortstop from Greece, New York, number 4,
Sean
Brian Rivera.
And talking to Anthony, of course, for him already. I've learned a lot from him, all of them, and every game I played with the Pilots was a great learning experience for me.
Well, thank you for joining us up here. I'll let you get back to your teammates now. Everybody, that's Hunter Bastion, Pilot starting left fielder today, and Cuca, soon to be Cuca student.
Thanks, Tim.
Of course, Hunter, thank you. So up is Rivera with 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Murphy standing on second and Hillis on first. The 1-1 pitch will miss. It'll be 2-1. So Murphy getting a big lead off there. Hebner will step off, and Murphy retreats back. That pitch put into center and right. The right fielder cannot make the play. Murphy will score. Hillis will be sent. He will have a play at the plate and slide in safely. And trying to stretch it out to third is Rivera, and he will slide around it and do a dance move out there. And with 2 outs, 2 more runs will come in, and Rivera will be standing on third.
Now in the center field from Cherryville, North Carolina, number 11, Cameron Reynolds.
That's going to bring up number 11, Cameron Reynolds. So Rivera now has 3 RBIs on the night. That pitch swung on and fouled off right at the netting in front of me. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch will be inside for a ball, 1-1. Reynolds will take a ball there. It'll be 2-1. The 2-1 pitch will be a strike, 2-2. That pitch swung on, hit into right and center. The center fielder will run over, make the play. We'll head to the 7th inning as your Pilots lead 5-1. Leading off for the Trailblazers here in the top of the 7th inning will be Conor Hamilton. He'll take a ball, get ahead 1-0. He is 0 for 2 on the day with a fielder's choice and a flyout to Reynolds. Pitch number 2 from Evans here in the 7th inning will be a ball. The 2-0 pitch will miss. It'll be 3-0. The 3-0 pitch will miss. It'll be a 4-pitch walk to start the inning for Evans.
Now the third baseman, number 51, Vincent Samini.
And that'll bring up the third baseman, number 51, Vincent Samini. The first pitch to Samini will be swung on and missed for the first strike of the inning. Evans gets ahead 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Ballestero a throw down. A tag by Gimanis will not be there. It'll be 1-1 now with no outs and a runner standing at second. It'll be 2-1 now to Evans, from Evans, which will go to 3-1 now. The 3-1 pitch will miss. It'll be a walk. And back-to-back walks to start the inning. And it looks like they'll send Dylan Blanchard from Newark down there. And it looks like there's going to be a mound visit now with Coach Schlesing coming out trying to talk some confidence into Evans. With Blanchard going to warm up in the pen now, so this will buy some time for him. Just looking at it right now, the height difference between Ballestero and everyone standing out on the mound with him is just hilarious. Tallest catcher in the league by far. So Evans will be ready to go now. First pitch here will be inside for a ball, 1-0. He'll have runners on second and first now, and no outs. With Alec Burns at the plate. The 1-0 pitch will miss. It'll be 2-0. The 2-0 swung on, fouled off Bermudez's way. It'll be 2 balls, 1 strike with no outs. The 2-1 swung on, popped up. Reynolds runs over. Murphy runs back. Reynolds will make the play. The runners will go. A strong throw in by Reynolds will keep runners on the corners now with 1 out.
Now the right fielder, number 55, Jarrett Hall.
That's going to bring up the right fielder, number 55, Jarrett Hall. So after back-to-back walks to start the inning, Evans has recorded his first out with a fly out to Reynolds, and there's one out and runners on the corners. And they will have the runner in a rundown now and tag him out. Rivera will for out number 2. So a smart play by Evans there to step off the mound. So Hall will have to see his first pitch now with 2 outs and a runner standing on third. Pitch swung on, hit Bermudez' way, makes the play on the line. They strand the runner at third. Evans gets out of another jam. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning as your Pilots lead 5-1. Leading off for your Pilots here, the new left fielder Anthony Mashevsky from Newark, New York. And the Trailblazers have gone to the bullpen for the first time here in the bottom of the 7th inning. It's going to be Gino Howler. He's 0-2 on the year with a 17.65 ERA. He's pitched in 5 games, started 2 of those, thrown 8.2 innings with 6 strikeouts, 8 walks, and 18 hits. And Mashevsky now gets ahead 2-0. The 2-0 pitch will be a strike, 2-1. That pitch swung on, hit hard to the first baseman. He'll glove it. A throw to Howler, and out number 1 will be made here in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting, the third baseman from East Brunswick, New Jersey, number 8, David Bermudez.
So with one out here in the bottom of the seventh, that'll bring up the third baseman, David Bermudez, and what is most likely his final at-bat as a Newark Pilot. First pitch to him, swung on, hit into right field. It will be a fly out for out number 2.
Now back, the second baseman from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, number 9, Bailey Jimenez.
So with 2 outs now, that'll bring up the second baseman, number 9, Bailey Jimenez. That pitch swung on and hit past a diving Florez for a 2-out single.
Now back, the right fielder from Richburg, New York, number 5, Alan Murphy.
So with 2 outs, that'll bring up Alan Murphy. On the day, Murphy is 2 for 2 with a hit by a pitch as he takes strike 1. He has scored twice. So here in the bottom of the seventh with 2 outs, Murphy is down in an 0-2 count now. Your Pilots lead 5-1. They have 5 runs on 9 hits with 2 errors. The Trailblazers have 1 run on 3 hits with no errors. That pitch swung on and fouled off. Murphy stays at an 0-2 count. The 0-2 pitch will miss. It'll be 1-2. The 1-2 swung on, hit into deep right field, way, way back. Get out of here, ball.
That's a home run for Alan Murphy.
Throw it up on the board. A 2-run shot for Alan Murphy, and that ball still hasn't landed. Your Pilots lead 7-1. Helmet clunks from everybody. High fives all around as Murphy puts a deep, deep shot into the Colburn sky.
Now batting for the Pilots, the catcher from Morristown, New Jersey, number 26, Tate Ballestero.
That's going to bring up number 26, the switch hitting catcher, Tate Ballestero. Now, as Tate would call that home run by Murphy there an accident due to the fact he's only hit about 5 in his own career. He said when he hits home runs, they're accidents because he doesn't get that much pop off the bat. The first pitch to him will miss. He'll get ahead 1-0. Also talking to him before the game during this whole home run conversation, he was talking to his mom about how she said he is due for one and how he hasn't hit one in forever. The 1-0 pitch will miss. It'll be 2-0. The 2-0 swung on, fouled off. It'll be 2-1. The 2-1 pitch will be a ball, 3-1. The 3-1 swung on, fouled off. It'll be 3-2. That pitch will be called strike 3, inning over, and we head to the 8th inning, but not before Alan Murphy sends a deep fly into right field and adds 2 more for your Pilots, and back out in the 8th inning will be the starter, Kyle Evans. Welcome back here in the 8th inning of this broadcast of Newark Pilots baseball on NewarkPilots.tv as your Pilots are taking on the Adirondack Trailblazers. I am Tim Watson, and Kyle Evans is back out on the mound for this 8th inning. First pitch here will be strike 1. He'll get ahead against Florez. That would be Evans' 91st pitch of the game, as pitch 92 is grounded out to Jamanis, who makes the play for 1 down here in the 8th.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 2, Andy Hague.
That'll bring up the shortstop, number 2, Andy Hague. Hague will step up here with 1 out in the 8th inning. That pitch is taken for strike 1. Evans gets ahead 0-1. The 0-1 will be swung on, fouled off, 0-2. That pitch swung on and grounded to Bermudez, who makes the play for out number 2 here in the 8th inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 9, Chris Rotondo.
So with 2 outs now, that'll bring up Chris Rotondo.
I love watching Kyle do great. It's like, I feel so happy.
That pitch will be strike 1. He'll get ahead 0-1. That pitch swung on, hit foul, 0-2 now for Evans. So Evans, who has been dominating tonight, probably his most dominating inning here in the 8th. That pitch swung on, popped up. It'll be out of play, 0-2 again. So it'll be 1-2 from Evans now. The 1-2 pitch swung on, hit into the gap of Bermudez and Rivera. So it'll be a 2-out single here in the 8th inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 4, Kevin Fair.
So that's going to bring up Kevin Fair, the designated hitter tonight, with 2 outs and a runner standing on first. Evans will go from the stretch. First pitch will miss in the dirt, 1-0. That pitch will miss. It is 2-0 with 2 outs here in the 8th now. The 2-0 pitch will miss low. It'll be 3 balls, no strikes with 1 out. The 3-0 will be strike 1, 3-1. That pitch swung on, hit into left. Mashevsky will run in, make the play. Evans is through 8 innings of 1-run baseball on 4 hits. Leading off for the Pilots here in the bottom of the 8th inning will be the first baseman, number 10, Sean Hillis. The first pitch to Hillis will miss. He'll get ahead 1-0. That pitch swung on, hit deep into right, back to the track is the right fielder. He makes the play. So in the Pilots bullpen, it looks like Mike Gorman is now getting loose to Dylan Blanchard. So we'd probably see Gorman in.
New York Institute of Technology, number 35, Matt Boyko.
From New York Institute of Technology, relief pitcher Matt Boyko catching an at-bat here. pinch hitter for Jamie Rabel. First pitch to him will be a ball, 1-0, as his teammates are encouraging him now. Talked to him a few times about this now. He said, one of these times I'm just going to grab a bat. And he just grabbed a bat today and took Rabel's at bat after talking Coach Quinn into it. It'll be 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out now. And everyone from the press box to the Pilots dugout would love to see him get a hit here. The 1-1 swung on and fouled off. It'll be 1-2. The 1-2 pitch swung on, hit on the ground to the third baseman. He'll pick it. Boyko will run it out. He will be out by half a step as he threw his helmet after trying to dig it out. And that'll bring up Brian Rivera with 2 outs. So Boyko made the most of his at-bat and thought he dug out a weak throw by Samini, but just out by half a step. First pitch to Rivera will be a strike, 0-1. It'll be 1-1 to Rivera now. He's 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs on the night. That pitch swung on and hit to the shortstop. We'll head to the 9th inning as your Pilots lead 7-1. Welcome back to the 9th inning with Evans still on the mound as your Pilots lead 7-1. And believe it or not, Evans has now, after the 8th inning, pitched the last 10 innings for your Newark Pilots without giving up an earned run. Yes, there is a 1 on the board right now, but it is unearned. So he'll try to make it 11 straight innings and get 2 wins within 24 hours. First pitch here in the 9th will be a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch will be taken for a strike, 1-1. So the infield shifted. Third baseman Bermudez is playing where the second baseman would play. Hillis gets the ball for out number 1 here in the 9th, and your Pilots are just 2 outs away. So with 1 down here in the 9th, that'll bring up the catcher, Conor Hamilton. Hamilton is 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. That pitch swung on, hit hard and foul. Evans gets ahead 0-1. The 0-1 will be a strike, 0-2. The 0-2 here from Evans will be swung on, popped up. Hillis runs over. He will run out of room as the ball will hit almost against the fence. Evans will still be ahead 0-2. The 0-2 pitch will miss outside, 1-2. The 1-2 swung on, popped up. Over is Mashevsky. Reynolds calls for it. He makes the play. There are 2 down here in the 9th, and your Pilots are 1 out away with Vincent Samini stepping up to the plate. First pitch will miss. Evans will fall behind, 1-0. That pitch swung on and fouled off. It'll be 1-1. The 1-1 will miss high. It'll be 2-1. Thank you for tuning in as your Pilots win. A complete game for Kyle Evans. Thank you for tuning in.